Game over, your time is up. Over the past 24 hours, the U.S. mission to NATO released this statement to Ukraine, basically telling them it's time to negotiate a peace agreement. And even the warmongers on MSNBC admitted yesterday that Russia has won this war. Time to pack it in, time to go home. Listen.
Or 2 or 3 more years of this is going to result in success. I simply don't see it. Russia's on a war footing. They have access also to arms from North Korea and Iran. So I just think, anytime in foreign policy, anytime in life, there's a big gap between what you're trying to do and your ability to do it. You've either got to increase your means or lower your goals. And I think here the only realistic option as a tactical measure is to lower our goals.
So is Ukraine about to finally admit defeat, actually come to the table, negotiate a peace agreement? Maybe we could get this before Christmas, before more young men or 75-year-old Ukrainian soldiers have to die in this war. Let's bring in former U.S. Marine, former UN Weapons Inspector Scott Ritter to talk about this. Scott, you've been predicting this. Well, you've been saying that this war has been over for months, so all that's left really is the fighting and sort of the crying at this stage, and that seems to be what's left. Do you think that this is a moment when NATO is pushing for a peace agreement? Will they actually come to the table?
What we have to look at here is that we've got the West starting to put pressure on Ukraine for a negotiated into this conflict. Nowhere in there do you hear the term Russia, other than acknowledgement of Russia winning. Russia's not going to negotiate. I don't know what the West thinks is happening here. The time for negotiation has passed. The Russians have said this. Russia had kept the door open for negotiation all through the fall of last year, all through the videotape of him sitting alone with the American delegation led by Lloyd Austin. Throw Ukraine to the side the moment Ukraine stops being useful to the West, and Ukraine has stopped being useful to the West. Danilov and the other advisors, they have no future. They have no future whatsoever. And this could get extreme, meaning they don't have a chance to live, physically survive this conflict if the West abandons them. They have gone so far out on the ledge. They are responsible for so many crimes. Remember, when Russia wins, and Russia will win, they are winning, there will be justice for the murders, the crimes of the Azov battalion. I know the West has tried to forget about Azov, but it's a reality. Their crimes are real. And those who perpetrated those crimes will be brought to justice, and those who facilitated those crimes politically. And that is Zelensky.
Daughter would always want. That's Israel. They get the nice icing on the cake.
To us. Ukraine was not important enough for us to give them our stockpiles. We gave them our reserves. Now that our reserves are depleted, we will give them nothing more. And that is a further signal to Ukraine that they just aren't important to the West anymore. They've outlived their usefulness. We now need them to quietly disappear.
It's like giving out a birthday cake where pieces of the icing fall off, and you give that piece of the cake to Ukraine. And you give the nice piece of the cake to Israel, like the one with all of that extra icing and the little decorations that my daughter would always want. That's Israel. They get the nice icing on the cake. So then yesterday, when you have Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin showing up in that trip, he shows up there and offers up this $100 million package on the very same day that the U.S. mission to NATO basically says, come to the table for peace. What do you make of those secret behind? I mean, to be a fly on the wall yesterday in Kiev, what would you have seen, do you think?
Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rukakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. Shalom to your sisters, to your ribs. Learn in silence and stay in the order. Right, I was watching this little bit of that the doctor made, and it's crazy how history repeats itself. How Babylon, aka USA, has time and time again has used and used and dried up resources in lands that ain't ours. I mean, not ours, like theirs. For their own purpose, man. They're willing to do each other dirty, man. This is why this place is these people are greatly despised, man. Right, where it says in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 2, it reads, "And behold, I have made thee small among the heathen," right? Insignificant, right? It says, "Thou art greatly despised," for the things that they do, right? They rob, steal, pillage, deplete, rinse, repeat, right? Over and over again. They do it to themselves, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has created a perfect evil in Esau, Edom. Right, verse 5, "If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?" Right? Because you know, the greed, the belly of the greed, man, is, you know, these people are gluttons for consumption, just like the swine, man. The book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 14 and verse 5 says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?" Right? He's doing these slanderous and scandalous activities to his own people, man. Right? And because the bear Russia is also their people, you know. So this is basically a fight for the throne, man. They're fighting for, you know, to have control and dominion on the earth, man. But it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's movie, man, and he's directing all these things while they think they're in control. It's not going to play out the way they think. This is Job 20 and 22. "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating." Right, because this person is continuously looking at ways to scheme and steal and grow his wealth, right? Because that's all he doesn't seek the righteousness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He wants to seek his own righteousness and set himself up, right, through riches, through the sword, man. This is why he was blessed with it. Right, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushai got his number, man, and he's not gonna be able to escape through all his technology and his military. You know, there is no running Esau. You can hide to the caves. You can hide in the water, the sea, the air. You know, eventually you're gonna get caught up, man. Right? Verse 24: "He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through." Right? So what you got coming from you, Esau, man? Keep it up. Keep filling that cup. You know, the Lord's just gonna recompense double on your head, man. The more Yahweh Hashem Yahushai allows this man, you know, day to day, whatever it may be, month to month, on this earth doing his wickedness, the the you know, the more of the double of the cup that he's gonna be drinking out of, man.